Hey YouTube, Kyle from Deep Power for Life here, and what's your name? What'd you do this weekend?
So I'm Olivier Bilodeau. I'm from Longueuil, and I finished top 32 at YCS Niagara playing Exodia Millennium.
All right, let's get into that.
So first off, let's start with the end trap lineup. So first off, shifter. We were playing into a blind format right now, and all the previous meta deck were dying to shifter, and they receive all support that plays in the grave. So like, no way I'm letting them play, so I just main deck shifter and never sided, so it was perfect. After that, Ash Blossom, pretty good standard card. It did the job against the rogue matchup and the meta deck, so nothing to say about that. Triple Imperm, really nice interaction also, either going first or second. Going second, if I still had it, I wasn't using it to stop them from playing, but as a board breaker. And you'll see why later down. Now for the best part of the deck, I should say, the shiny boy, the Exodia piece. I didn't have the chance to resolve the effect. I wanted to, I tried to, but I never had the chance. But yeah, you need to run the brick, sadly. After that, we go for the main deck monster. 3 Art of the Blue Eyes. So this is a new card from Rota. Basically what it does, you can discard it from your hand, search the Millennium Ankh, and in the grave, if your opponent special summon a monster of level 8 or higher, or 3000 attack or higher, you can just send the monster to grave, summon this card. A kaiju from grave, I wouldn't complain. Then you have the Sengenjin. He's the monster searcher of the deck. The original wave all have the same effect to place themselves in the back row, and then you can special summon them from the back row by either revealing the Millennium Ankh from your hand or by paying 2000 life point. And on that same effect to special summon, they do a search. So it's pretty hard to interact with them. The best way to stop them is Ash or Ogre. So all the other end trap don't do anything for you. And the good thing is, if you already have everything in your hand or on your board, and you do his effect, you can just search him. He's not locked. It's any Millennium monster. After that, you play the shield. This one is the search for the Millennium Ankh. So from the first wave, and so you have 2 direct search for it. 2 Golem. This one is the lesser good of the game. He only searched the field spell, so it's not a full 1-card combo. It's 1.5 because you need another monster in your hand, but still a good one. And the special effect for him that can come up is you cannot negate the activation of the Millennium Ankh when he's on the board. So this can protect the Ankh pretty good. And this one gonna search the field spell. Then we go for the Heart and Soul of the deck, 3 Millennium Ankh. Basically, what this card does, if the activation is good, you show the 5-piece of Exodia from either your field, hand, and deck. After that, you summon the Exodia Incarnate, and you shuffle everything that's not Exodia level 10 or Millennium card into the deck. And at the end of resolution, this goes back to the deck. So you're never running out of this card. It always goes back to the deck. So that's really good. Only part, you're locked to summon. You cannot summon after you resolve this effect. But if you impulse this card, the lock is not there, and it's not once per turn. So you can just do another one. And it happens to me, and people were like, "What? It's not once per turn?" Nope.
How many of your rounds had to read your cards? Did all your rounds have to read all your cards?
Most of them. And sometimes they read it the first game, they activate another one later, they read it again, and do it again. They read it and they don't understand it. Then 2 Wedju Temple. This is the card you search with the Golem. This one is really nice. Can you let me please talk, please? So basically what it does, you can place one monster from your hand. It can be any monster, and place one Millennium monster from your deck in your spell and trap zone. So really good to make advantage. And the second effect is not the best one, but it's still good. When a Millennium card will be destroyed, either instead of sending it to grave, you can place it back in the spell and trap zone. So on the next turn, you can just summon them back. So really good card, and you'll see there's a reason why I play 2 of them. Terraforming, just for more search, more access. Set rotation for the spice, and the spice is Secret Village. They all play really strong power spell. I say no. Exodia is a spellcaster. I just put that on the field and they scoop most of the time. Tempai does nothing. They cannot access their field. They cannot do the quick play. Just need to handle their monster, and it's pretty easy with the deck. Then you have the triple tactic. I played 3 of them. So you're gonna see with the side, there's a reason why I opted for less end trap. I decided to try more the board breaker approach because it was easier to break the board than try to stop it. And most of the time you needed to draw several end trap to like really stop it, and they still end up on something powerful. Well, at this point I'm like, do your thing, and I'll just break everything up. Prosperity, just more consistency, great card. Obliterate Blaze, okay. Other spice of the deck, Exodia can search this card at the end phase, and what this card does is a quick play. At the resolution, you can choose one of your Exodia. It gains 2 effects. One of the effect is inflict piercing battle damage. It's okay. The second one, I pay half my life point. Destroy as many possible spell and trap on the field. It can be in mine and opponent. And equip all 5 pieces of Exodia from my hand or deck to it. And it gives 2,000 attack per piece.
Oh, so it gets massive.
Yeah, it goes to 10,000. Of course, you pay half your life point. And after that, you can go battle phase. Effect of Exodia, gain an additional 4,000 piercing damage. Pretty good. Then, the other Exodia spell trap I play, Exod Fire of Rage. This one is pretty simple. When you control the Exodia level 10, you can activate it and board wipe your opponent. Everything, no discrimination, just kill everything. And second effect, that's the reason why I play 2 of those, is when your pieces are in your graveyard or banish, you can banish this card from your grave and reshuffle everything in the deck. Or you can banish it, add 1 from your grave to your hand or 1 from the deck to your hand. So if you're close from assembling Exodia, you can actually try to squeeze the game with it. I never did it, but the shuffle can come up sometime, especially against Runic that like to send everything to banish. And to finish, last card, Azurune, just more interruption for the deck. So that's all for the main deck, 42 cards.
Anything you change in the main?
No, honestly, the main was perfect this weekend. The changes are more on the side deck I'm going to show you later, but the main deck, I'll stick with those 42 cards. They served me well during the ride. Alright, so now the extra deck. 3 Exodia. Some people play only 2. I decided to go for 3 because honestly, the whole extra deck doesn't come up that often, and the Ang just shuffle everything in the deck, including the extra egg monsters. So you cannot have like several other monsters that are not Millennium or this guy. So at this point, just play 3 of them, and Unicorn is still in the game. So again, when you activate a monster thing and they just snipe 1 of your extra deck, you're kind of, I need to have at least 3 to add the second one that can come up. And additional thing, all the effects on this card are soft ones per turn. So if on the second turn you still have 1, you can just summon another one and have 2 attack boost on each, 2 spell trap negate, 2 search at the end phase, and that's just more than enough to kill your opponent. After that, we play one Osa. Everything for the Millennium stuff is Earth monster, so pretty easy to make. And it's a spellcaster, so if you get luck by your own secret village, you just take 2 Millennium, do that, and you're free to go after that. And it can come up to steal something in the grave and just do some link play to go up and go for a removal or thing like that. Thing to keep in mind, secret village say you cannot activate spell, but the effect of the monster to place themselves are monster effect, and once they're on the field it's spell effect, so it works all under the secret village. Good card of the weekend, Moon of the Close event. I'm pretty sorry I don't have any Fiendsmith in my deck. That card has an effect that nobody reads. Basically you can activate it, target one of the monster it points to, and you can use that monster, including this one, to make a link 5 or higher. So you can basically use her, 2 monsters on your opponent's board, 1 on yours, and do the Underworld Goddess. Free removal and free interaction bait. One of the situation, it came up, I played it against Brendan. Use effect, target the Mirror Jade. He shotgun the Mirror Jade, and I just like, okay, keep playing after that. Rabbit to search a trap, more interaction. Sorcerer of Sebek. Little spice of the deck. Basically, what this effect does is when you inflict battle damage, if this card points to the monster that battle, you're gonna gain life point equal to the battle damage you did. So with Exodia, he's gaining the attack based on your life point. So you want to keep your life point the most high you can. So this is just a nice deck card when you're running low and it's more grindy game to just gain everything back. And Exodia doesn't lose his effect for his attack, and it just keeps stacking over and over. So it can go crazy big. IP, just to have Link to put things in the graveyard and do stuff. Honestly, if I would cut card, this will be one of them. It does nothing instead. SP, fun part about this card, you can make it, remove something on the field, keep it on the field, use Ink, shuffle it back in the extra deck, and next turn summon it back. Good way to recycle the SP, so you only need one, and it came up a few times. So several other removals, so Cerberus, Phoenix, and Unicorn. Basic removal, basic interaction bait, nothing more to say. Queen access code. I don't use them to go for the kill, because you're gonna kill with the Exodia most of the time. I basically use them when I need even more removal to put the most link I can in the grave and use this effect to just like pop everything on board. And the last one, of course, the big lady. You need it to remove the board, break the board. It's pretty good, and you just shuffle it back after with the ink when she's on board. So next turn, if you need it again, she's there for you.
Any extra changes you'd make?
Basically, the only one I wouldn't make is like the IP I would remove to put anything for like more removal or more like specific choice. We didn't know what was the format, so maybe based on the format I will adjust the extra deck. But the rest is just generic removal. It's pretty good, so nothing else changed.
Side deck?
Side deck. Let's go basic. So for the Tempai matchup, D-Barrier. The deck still has a good matchup against Tempai, but more answers to it is never bad, so you take them, and sometime in other matchup it can come up. So I was talking about Board Breaker, so 3 Vinley, 3 Raigeki, 3 Dark Ruler, and the Duster. So it's easier to destroy everything and then go in. You can see Evenly and Dark Ruler and say, yeah, you won't kill. I don't mind. If I like reduce the board to a really simple state, the Exod trap gonna deal on the crackback after that, so I don't mind keeping my opponent alive. And last spicy tech, Spooky Dogwood. It's a good time card, but you won't get to time. Most of the time you use it for going second, because since your Exodia gain life point based, gain attack based on your life point, you activate this, the opponent look at the clock, see like 30 minutes, like, yeah, I'll still go full combo, I can do it. They go full combo, on your turn you're Ink, summon Exodia, battle phase, swing, damage crack, swing for 31, you're dead. GG. So yeah, it's nice spice. People were asking why not in main. In main it doesn't do that much, but going second and in the third game, like, this card surprised everyone because they're not expecting it and they try to play through it. I'm like, that's my way of playing Maxi. That's my own Maxi custom for my deck. So that's it for the side. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Any shoutouts?
Shout out to all my gang in Longueuil. They were there for me. They keep playing with me, testing and everything. Big shout out to Marc-Olivier and Dave Trépanier. Those two were my coaches for the past year, and they weren't happy for me playing this deck, but with the result I made, they were like, okay, you were right in the end. But overall, they teach me a lot of good things for this game, and I really enjoy all the knowledge they bring me to.
All right, I'll make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.